Alrighty. Trying out a new camera angle and a new location for update vlogs. So you guys let me know what you think. Might be kind of whitewashed in the background, so I don't know how this will turn out. Opened up a couple windows on this side, and that'd be good to have a view on this side too, so we'll see how that works for getting whitewashed. So I think I'd like to touch bases this time on the future for Class A living. When I think about my future, the things I gotta accomplish, the only thing that comes to mind is getting out of debt. I'm struggling right now to make money and to not spend it. I'd have, $130 more into my name if that Breakmaster cylinder didn't pop up. Also, I'm supposed to be paying down the debt that the tires put me in. I owe $2,000 on those tires. So yeah, the main focus right now is just work and make money. I do want to travel. I do want to get on the road and feel comfortable enough to do that, but the generator needs to be fixed. I need to be able to survive summer. This thing gets very hot. I will get a vent. I know I probably should have left one up, but they were in pretty bad condition, so I did not want to do that. But there is I passed a RV World on the way here, so I think I might stop there and see what I can get for a vent fan, because I know that's going to be pretty important in the summer. Getting the heat out of here, so. But I'm mainly focused on the generator. I'd rather have that going than worry about a vent, because I need my air conditioning. Even when I did have vents, this thing turns into a hot box, and it's just like it's like an oven as soon as the sun hits it. I do have the generator's new starter came in. Nice shiny, brand new starter motor. And I'm excited to put that in. There's been a couple things I read up in the manual. There's a couple things I want to try. I'll get to that in the generator repair video. But today is Friday. It is the 14th, 1:21 in the afternoon, and I need to head back up to work. So I'm kind of getting ready, getting everything situated to go up and make some money, because I have that tire debt to get out of, and I need to fix the generator. Before I do any traveling, I want the air suspension repaired in the back. They look very cracked and very iffy, and if either one of those bags went out, I would be stuck, and I don't want to be out in Arizona with nowhere to go. So I'm staying put until everything's covered. So yeah, I'm just trying to have a savings for emergency. I should probably write a little better so I can read it. Some notes here about just general boondocking stuff. The fridge has been working great on propane. I was worried about that because on 120 volts, when I was plugged in, it wouldn't, it would work great for the first week or two, and then slowly, over a period of like 3 days, it would start warming up to the point where it wasn't even getting cold anymore, and I thought that fridge was shot. So I switched to propane, and that's been doing great ever since. It uses very little propane, as far as I can tell. Very little. If I didn't have to use heat, I think that thing can go all year on just one tank of propane. Still dealing with the charge controller combo, having those hooked together. The older controller, when that's flipped on, confuses the new digital controller, and I think it thinks the batteries are full. I don't know. I've gotten a little video of that, what it does when I mess with that. I'll put that in the next video when I go to edit some more footage. So I still get stuff on this guy when I'm boondocking and whatnot. And these vlogs I do on the phone, because it's quick and I can just upload it with data plan real easy. When I take video on this, I upload it onto the computer, I edit it, and then I upload it to the phone, and then upload it from there. So it's a little more work, a little more extensive. The phone vlogs I try not to edit, because then I can just worry about uploading it and not edit it, because sometimes it doesn't get put out in time. Yeah, a lot of plans for the future. I'm just really trying to focus on getting a savings. The way motorhome has been going, breaking down pretty consecutively, I'm just wondering when the next thing is going to be, so I'm predicting it's the starter motor. I'm not sure, I'm just guessing. I predicted that before, and then the brake master cylinder went out, so it's been pretty, there's just no way I'm traveling in this thing without some sort of repair savings or something, so my goal is just to try and make this work for right now. I need to get some money saved up. And I'm still waiting on the YouTube channel to take off. I do make a little bit of money on the channel, but it's very minimal. It's not enough to support this show, so I'm just waiting for that. Things are climbing, things are doing good. I'm really, really happy the way the channel is going. It's just, yeah, it's pennies for what I need for traveling and everything else I need to get fixed. Along with, there's a lot of things on my list. I'll get to this in the next video. This is getting kind of long already. There's a whole lot of little tidbits and things. I've got lots of plans. I'm just trying to get with the most important stuff first, like the generator, the airbags. I want to put another coat of paint on the roof this summer. The front window is leaking again, so I need to hunt that down. The driver door leaked during that rainstorm. In the last video, I got some video of that, some footage of that, and it was just there was just like a river running over my door. I was just getting in through there. It's never done that before, so I don't think it's the biggest deal. I just would like to get some new seal around that. It is not priority though. I want to make sure that front window leak gets fixed. So lots of repairs, lots of things to go over in my next update video. I'm trying to make this quick because I do need to get up to work. Got a high beam light out. Again, not very important. Sway bar bushings, that's kind of important. They're cracked and split really bad and needs to get done. I would like to get a grease gun so I go around and hit all my little grease fittings. I forget what they're called. It's called a Zerk or something weird. But I want to get a grease gun, go around grease all my fittings and then at some point before winter comes again this summer, I would like to try to make a fireplace or install one somewhere. Figure out how to do that. Along with fixing the generator, it comes with dumping this generator off. That was kind of a, I hate to say it, but that was a stupid buy. That was really stupid. The only thing I got out of that was being able to run my 220 volt arc welder. But the more I thought about it, the more I realized it's just not going to be necessary to have an arc welder carrying around with me. 200 pounds of extra weight, probably like 500 pounds of extra weight with that generator. It's just not logical, so I'm going to try and get this generator fixed, and then I'm going to dump this arc welder and dump this generator, and it turns out my generator, my onboard, has a lot more power than I thought it did. Once again, I was in the wrong forum, just like on the torque specs for my lug nuts. I was reading the wrong motorhome. So when I was reading that, it was only a 3,000 watt generator, and I know that's not enough to run my wire feed. I want to at least run my wire feed. But it turns out it's a 6.5 kilowatt, so 6,500 watt generator. That would be plenty to run my wire feed and all my other tools. So I didn't put enough faith into that, and I just kind of, I don't know, threw the fuel pump in and gave up. I should have tried a little harder. So we're going to do that when we get that thing running. And I think that's a good few things to touch bases on. Just trying to work right now. I do want to travel. I do want to hit the road. I want to see a lot more sights. I was horribly homesick when I first came here to Oregon, and then I got over it. It was like, okay, I can do this. I can travel and hit the road, and really, there's not much back in Vancouver except the P.O. box. So, you know, I've been a homebody most of my life. I've rarely left Clark County up there in Washington State. I think I've left the country, I count on one of my hands how many times I've left. Gone to California a couple of times as a very small child to see one of my relatives, and I got sent to Arizona for a week for work when I was doing apartment maintenance back in 2008. So I've done very little traveling, and I thought it'd be a lot harder for me, but it's sinking in. The boondocking lifestyle is you're always on the move, and I've started to like that. I've staying the night and getting up in the morning, and let's go find a new spot. I know it's not very good on gas or anything, but it's my rent. Gas tank is now my rent, so. And it's not like I'm doing too much driving. At some point, too, I do want to go boondocking, actually go out into the boonies and find some spots. But the few places I know of are very wooded. There's not a whole lot of sun that's going to get to my solar, and I will not last. I can probably go a day and a half without using solar to charge up, because the heater takes so much heat. Maybe during the summer, and definitely when I get the generator going. So I'm going to wrap that up. Thank you, Larissa, for encouraging me to talk more. It seems to be the best. This is what everyone likes, so I'm trying to engage the camera a little bit more and speak a little bit more. It's hard for me. My first YouTube video got deleted because it caught my reflection in a sliding glass door. I was never going to post a video with my face on it, and slowly I'm getting better, getting more talkative, and it helps also being rested. I got a good night's sleep last night, so sometimes I'm struggling with insomnia. I don't think too well, so I'm getting better at it. And thank you for the advice. Thank you to all the others who are giving me advice on making a list. RJR 4949 or something. I think you were the one that suggested making a list. Thank you for that. Thank you for all the advice. There's a lot to learn, I've noticed. Filming is a hobby I would have never thought I'd gotten into. Of all the hobbies I have, filming it's a challenge. It's something. I'm a hands-on kind of person. This involves a lot of thinking, pre-thinking, pre-planning. I don't know much about cameras or anything like that, so it's definitely a learning process, and thank you all for the advice and tidbits you've been giving me. So, that being said, stay tuned for the next update. I'm gonna go up and do some work. It's the same drive going back and forth, so I'm not gonna film any more of the driving. I might keep the camera going just in case something crazy happens, but I'll just keep you updated with what I'm doing for work and what I'm doing on repairs, because when I'm not working, there's so much to do around here. It's never ending. I'm going to put that starter in and see what happens after that. So stay tuned. Thank you everyone for watching. Thank you so much for the advice. I need it. And have a good day.